major twist in the battle over immigration. Little more than 20 people take on immigration reform.
Tonight, President Obama and illegal immigration. That is
about immigration.
The United States, a country of diversity of religion, culture, language, and race, has been the place for many people to immigrate in the globe. Immigration takes a huge part in the U.S. and has been affecting the U.S. in many ways, such as social communication, economy, politics, and so on. Among various immigrants, our focus will be Korean immigrants. Unlike the Europeans immigrants in 1600s to the 1800s, Koreans didn't immigrate nor were allowed to because of their belief and law. However, as Western belief and culture stepped in the 1900s, Koreans slowly started to immigrate to the U.S.
In 1950 to 1953, the Korean War was being fought. The Korean War was a war between North and South Korea that split the nation in half. This war caused many people in Korea to suffer through poverty. Not many people immigrated until the 1970s because of the war effects and protests to the government.
This then became a push factor because the people wanted to escape from the hard economy and live a better life. They wanted more freedom, they wanted more opportunity, they wanted more education. These are still the common factors why the Koreans immigrate to the U.S., such as the main line where good education is provided. We have interviewed few immigrants from the past.
My name is Jong-Soo Park.
Why did you come here?
So Korea at the time is economically so low income country. So like a GNP was $80 average, so bad. You know, after graduate this university, I couldn't get a job. So I'm looking for higher education in the United States, and you know, I was looking for better opportunity.
My name is Jae Seo.
Why did you come here?
I came to go to graduate school. I'm an engineer. I went to Lehigh to pursue my graduate studies.
힘들었죠. 다른 사람 아메리칸 피플도 8hour 일할 때 우리는 12hour 일했어요. 진짜. 그냥 밥만 먹고 일하고 그리고 오로지 썬데이에는 처치 가는 거. 그래야 코리안 피플을 볼 수 있었어요.
In the 1990s, not a lot of Koreans immigrated due to the fact of IMF problems. The IMF is an abbreviation to International Monetary Fund. In 1997, the severe foreign exchange shortage on the brink of default of South Korea and bailed out by the IMF standby credit facility and other international financial supports. In the 2000s, huge number of immigrants came over for education and for a better life. Before moving to the main line between the years 2000 and 2008, the immigration grew 40% in Washington state and 34% in Virginia.
To meet our present day's interviewees, we visited the Jubilee Church that is located in Norristown, where many Korean immigrants attend.
Why did you guys come here?
I came here for a better education and to get away from the really competitive Korean schools.
I came here because of my dad's job. He got sent here for his business.
I came to the US because my dad wanted extra studying at Yale University. So we came with him and we supported him in his studying, and then we moved to the main line because he got a job offer at Temple. So we moved to Philadelphia.
I came to for the further study. I was interested in studying in theology, and it's the reason I came to the States.
Yeah, of course. You know, it's a quite different country, civilization and cultures, lifestyle. Of course, English barrier is pretty hard. And we came this country so with $200 in my pocket. With my wife is $400. That's $400. We cannot do anything to support ourselves. So
I think after my graduate study, I get a job. But even though we studied in Korea English, I wasn't that fluent. The difficulty was to understand through telephone. I remember my first job, I was sharing office with the people. Whenever the phone rings, I usually try to pick up to really learn the language. So I remember that was the most difficult stuff to understand.
I guess there were a little bit of a language problem. I knew how to speak it a little bit, but there was still like that awkward phase of learning how to speak fluently, I guess.
I actually struggled a lot when I came here. I didn't get any lectures or like lessons that I got, and I didn't understand why people said bless you whenever like people sneezed, but I guess I'm okay now.
I think everybody knows that Asia and America like have two different cultures, so obviously my like style, clothing, language, appearance, education like all changed, and I had little snippets of English because in Korea a lot of kids take English classes but not fluent. So when I moved to the US, I took ISL for about a year, just a year of English, and I was good.
어딜 가든 문화적인 거는 우리가 그 사회에 적응하려면 힘들지. 어? 그렇지만 먹고 살아야 되니까 그거는 우리가 적응할 수밖에 없는 거고. It's a good neighbor. 아메리칸들이 많이 도와줬어.
Yeah, at first it was hard to understand what people were saying. So I thought they were pretty much cursing at me or they were making fun of me.
It's really peaceful because it's like the suburbs, but then there's still some parts that are kind of towny, I guess. It's not like Seoul, Korea, where it's really busy, but it's still kind of calm and still fun.
Yeah, same. It's not boring, but it's just like really subtle and everyone's really nice, and that's about it.
My favorite part about the main line is how they like take education pretty seriously, which reminds me of Asia. I also like the opportunities given here, which is not very common in every single place in the US. So I would say education and also the opportunities following that.
You don't discriminate people because of status or what you own, and like what kind of car you drive doesn't really identify you. You have an identity in your heart. That's you can carry that make you happy. Really beautiful area, the best area in the United States. I think well kept secret it is. So I don't want to advise too much because I don't want too many people come in this area. But it's really beautiful, well groomed, and people are conservative and good education system. So I like this area.
I had raised all my two children in this area, so I have so many memories in this area, and I have a wonderful church and a church friend, and I have some beautiful homes. I enjoy it and safe it is, so I like it here very much.
There'll be more people come to invest. So there are very limited resources, and so those people who want to invest more, I think they were willing to immigrate to U.S. As an investment immigrant. That's how.
Korea is really small, and then there's a dense population, like concentrated in Seoul. So people try to get away from the competition. So I feel like there's gonna be more immigrants as the years progress because it's getting really hard to settle down and have a nice life in the city.
I guess like one of the main reasons why they come here is because of education and avoiding competition, because it's really competitive in Korea, and unless they're like really smart, you're not gonna really succeed in Korea. So I guess that's one of the main reasons why they would come here.
I would say students because again education's taken pretty seriously and it does give you so many opportunities. Also, I think the location is such a big advantage because it's closest to, you know, one of the big cities, Philadelphia. So maybe like college kids want to like travel, have new experiences.
Korea and the United States, you know, which country I should choose to live. But I chose United States because here is a human right was so good and fair, and I found out there's a better opportunity on this country.
Even with all these responses, we still weren't sure about the answer for the future.
In the future, what would happen to the Korean immigrants? Studies done by the Korean Immigration Service say that the number of immigrants will increase. We also predict that many of them will try to immigrate, and the main reason why will be for education. So we posted a survey on social media for Korean teenagers and collected about 50 responses. About 89% of them answered they want to immigrate, and only about 11% did not want to. The main reason why those 89% of the teenagers wanted to come was for a variety of experience taking place, about 57% and 30% for better education. The main reason why the 11% of people who didn't want to come was because of economic difficulties followed by language and culture. These were very unique results we've got, and we also asked how well they speak English, and about 16% are very good, 35% are good, and 43% are just normal.
Now I would like to summarize our whole documentary. In the past, Koreans didn't immigrate until the 1900s because of their belief in law, but as Western culture stepped in, the immigration slowly started. However, huge immigration started in the 1970s because Korea was going through political and economic hardships. In the present, in the 2000s, many people came for a better education and for more opportunities because it's very competitive and hard in Korea. Future. Many Korean immigrants had research predict that the number of Korean immigrants will incline because of education and jobs. The survey we've done showed about 89% of the Korean teenagers want to immigrate to the mainland for a variety of experience, taking 57%, and for a better education, taking 30%. Although we have all this information, the most important part to focus is that our behavior does affect the immigrants' rate and their impression. Now, we ask you to make some small effort by greeting the immigrants. Welcome to America, 그리고 환영합니다.